somewhat untapped Vinney opportunity with people that can be affiliates for private money and basically create this army of hundreds of thousands of people potentially that can all refer business and bring that channel through one pipe.
Hmm.
And then that pipe can be given to one or two or handfuls of institutional capital partners, and they could buy that basically.
For sure. I love your productivity. That's something. I went on your website also this morning just to get to know
Oh,
you
awesome.
and saw your video from last year. And
Oh,
then the
thank you.
portal that you have put together where you are matching wholesalers with single family homes. I saw quite a few that you discussed and all. Then your other side. So tell me more about you. Yeah. How
Yeah,
long
I'd love
back?
to.
What's your background? Like, how
Sure,
did
man.
it
So
get
my
started?
background, I started in corporate. I worked at Johnson & Johnson from 2007, right out of college. I joined their IT organization and their leadership program coming out of college. I
Yeah.
was an athlete growing up, so I played basketball and I did track and field. And I was in college. I did shot put and discus, and I was a competitive Division 1 All East
Okay.
with the discus. And so I basically had my scholar athlete kind of background and then a lot of other
Okay.
things, family businesses growing up. Long story short, I got recruited into Johnson, so that's how I started my career. My dad was also a
Aha.
J&J guy for 40 years, so I had a little bit of a foot in the door, I would say, getting into the corporate environment there. And then I
Yes.
worked in their IT organization for about almost 10 years. I worked between strategic sourcing, which was like contract negotiations and technology
Yep.
providers like Microsoft, HP, IBM, those kind of companies, and
Hey.
then essentially did some technology, pure technology type stuff and some business intelligence work. But then I started my business in real estate in 2014, and that's how we started.
2014. Okay.
Yeah. So
Almost
about
12 years back, brother. 12 years
12
back.
years now. That's right. That's right.
Now, is
So
that your partner, Gene, or no?
I'm
Gene?
not sure who it is.
CEOs? No, I'll let them just
No,
stay there.
I don't think so.
I know we've been advertising a lot and everything.
That's okay.
Unless they have a meeting with me, I
Oh
don't
yeah,
let
just double
them
check
come
if you need
in.
to. Make sure I don't want you to
No, I
misunderstand that
don't.
either.
No, I
It
don't.
was
I only
okay.
have you
No
with me,
problem.
brother. Yeah,
Yeah.
they went away. That's good.
That's fine. Yeah, so started in 2014 in the real estate investment space, and we started off as the wholesale, how we train and coach and support people now on the wholesale side.
Yep.
And then it's built a small team, and while I was still working in corporate, and eventually was able to leave in 2015, a year and a half later to resign, and we had done very well on the wholesale
Good.
side and went full time in the business, and since then been growing the business and buying and investing in other businesses and real estate since. Let's see,
I love
about
it.
5 years ago with COVID, it's got into the fund management space. So that's, I think, relevant for us as far as how we might be able to help you out and work together in certain things. I've worked with a couple of different groups that were lending capital, and then also one group that was just investing into different types of real estate. And then I came on as a partner of the one company to help them as a raising capital for their fund. They had a $100 million income
Okay.
fund. So that was out of California.
Wow.
And so I
Yeah.
came
Oh,
on
wow.
and helped them set up their GP and their LP fundraising activities, capital markets, basically. And that was about 2 years ago. And then I also started a mastermind. So you have a lot of different educational, which I think is the
Uh-huh.
attraction for the investors, right? It was important to have
Yep.
the
Totally.
authority and
Teaching.
credibility and all that kind of stuff. So
Yep.
I
Hmm?
started that, did some small stuff and from early on, like for wholesale deals, but then over the years realized that it wasn't just about flipping deals. It was more about doing business and investing and things like that. So about 3.5 years ago, started the Growth Collective, and that might be what I'm not sure if that's what you were referencing or not, but essentially it's our
Probably
mastermind
that was
community,
the
right?
one. That was the
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
So
The
I've had a bunch of
portal.
people come
I'm
through.
very much excited to see that portal if you don't mind
Oh yeah,
demo,
I'm happy to share that with you. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So we have the model is just more or less I've worked for lenders and I've worked for groups that lend capital, but also I've had a lot of people looking for loans, obviously. So that's instead of me operating as like the sales guy or the
Yeah.
connector and every
Yeah.
single transaction, I wanted to use that technology model where people can request a loan using the AI request mechanism that has real guidelines behind it, and then have the investors be matched up to the lender provider. So less,
Wow.
yeah,
Phew,
it's super
that's
simple,
very
honestly,
good.
but it's pretty neat how it
Nobody
works.
has really
Yeah,
shared that with me, brother. Doug.
yeah,
So is it okay if I call you Doug? Yeah.
yeah. Doug is
Huh,
fine,
Doug.
totally. Yes,
Doug is okay, Douglas, Doug, and I'm Vinny. But
yeah,
please share the screen. I give full transparency
okay,
there.
yeah.
And it's getting exciting. I'm really glad we are talking because
It's
we are buying lots of hotels. Of course, financing needed. I'm building also senior livings. I don't know if there are certain family offices or groups or lenders that might
Yes.
even give a loan to me, which I'm looking for one right now, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me what you got. Let's start with your stuff, and then I'm happy to share. I got a little, I can share it later too, but I'll share my screen in a little bit and
No,
talk about some of
please,
it.
yeah,
You can
share. Please
share?
share.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hold
yeah,
on.
yeah,
Let me
yeah,
see
yeah.
here.
Please share. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm very excited to
So,
meet you. And how did
yeah,
you find
likewise.
me, by the way? How did you find me?
So I've seen you before on I don't know if it was on LinkedIn or maybe one of the groups. I know I've been following Tim Mai for a while, and also Jay
Yeah,
Miller. I
Tim,
think I met through Tim's group.
good friend.
And then
Yep.
I saw you on the, what was it, on Walter's podcast, or
Good.
he did a live
Yep.
online. But yeah, this is like still a work in progress. Like, it's never perfect as an
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneur, right? We're always picking stuff apart. So really, the
Yeah.
terminology I would say, Vinny, is we're more fintech than we are PropTech, but we do have a property related, obviously, business here, in the sense
Okay.
that we are taking lender guidelines and investor guidelines and matching it up to requests for loans. And then soon to be, we're going to have
Yes.
the ability to do the same thing for LPs and syndicators and people that want to do that. That's something we're working
Oh,
on. So
beautiful.
yeah, so
Beautiful.
it's really, and it's not just the framework, because I have a pretty significant database, and you probably have, I'm sure, a database as well. Our database is about 42,000 contacts opted in over the past like
Yes.
12 years. So I have a lot of connections. But we have the word
Beautiful.
allocating, which I know it's the top of the page. We're really more of a connector or a conduit. We want to have the infrastructure to take private capital and connect it to operators like yourself, for example, who deserve it.
Got
We are
it.
raising funds for the actual business, not for the loan or investment itself. Like, we're not looking to be the capital provider for the operators. We're looking to be more just a conduit of that capital connection. But
I
essentially,
see.
we've got round numbers 100 million. Really, it's 80 to 90 million of loan pipeline. This is on first position debt. And my
Uh,
personal pipeline hovers around like 10 million, usually monthly is what I'm focusing on. But then I've got requesters, like as far as brokers and referral partners that kind of make up
yes.
this whole thing. Our title company, we have a title business that's set up in New Jersey and also operates between Florida and New Jersey as far as residential. And then we've got the capacity
Uh-huh.
to do title in 46 of the 50 states with our underwriter on commercial assets. So like pretty much anything
Oh,
that you
wow.
guys do or that we would do in commercial real estate, and any sort of loans that are commercially set up can be done
Mm.
with our title companies. The 30% EBITDA is actually on the low end. Like, realistically, I don't want to scare people. Or did you have a question? I don't know if you had a
Yeah.
question. Yeah.
Yeah. No, no, no. This is
Okay,
good.
I saw you go like this. I
30%
wasn't sure.
EBITDA.
Okay.
No,
So
no, no, no.
30% really on a typical loan, we're making like 70 to 80% net margin. There's very low overhead. So the loan itself is really high yield. As far as the way that we get down to that more like 50 or 60, maybe sometimes lower, is because of the overhead expense, which I'll show you in a second, of the title company and also our service side. We have team involved and we have marketing expense and things like that. So that's blended together. It's just to be conservative for showing investors, like a 30% is like a good range there. We're raising 5 million bucks for the platform. We're looking for ideally a capital partner, not so much as syndicating it. We don't want to necessarily have 100 different investors, but we're open-minded.
Yeah.
The minimum check size will be 250 is kind of our target.
Mm.
And you can read this. I'm not going to read all of it to you, but it talks about my background a
Sure,
little bit.
sure,
There's a short
sure.
video here that kind of covers. I have a data room as well. But this is where, you're going to get, as an investor, or if you have folks in your sphere that you think could benefit from this. It's AI powered prop tech and fintech platform, pipelines there. We're given anywhere between a 6 to 8% pref yield. That's depending upon the check size. And then upside would be a multiple, an exit multiple. So we're raising at 15 million currently, and we're looking to exit at north of 100 million, ideally closer to 250 mil over the course of 5 years. And the way we're going to get there is just by getting more reach and getting more awareness and getting into the communities like real estate agents, mortgage loan officers, real estate investors, commercial operators. Like, they are all referral partners, right? Because every one of us, I don't know if you know this or not, but in commercial lending, you could participate on the fees with respect to making these
Yes.
kind of loans without risking capital. So our vision is to have this army of real estate people in the investor communities and also non-investor communities like the real estate agents. We have the full database of the whole US of all real estate agents. We can message out. We have a cold campaign in process for that. We've got a lot of cash investors that we also want to message, as far as these guys can be borrowers, but also referral partners. So the vision
Mm.
here is to grow this to be, like I said, a platform. We've got 12 years of experience in this, but not in this capacity of being just a platform. We've done it ourselves and teams and things like that and that kind of thing. So this is more of a tech play. And then, yeah, like basically what I just described to you is our plan, right? The private lender affiliate network is the vision. You mentioned family office. So one of my best friends, his name is John. He's got a single family office, and he actually built one of the largest affiliate networks, not for just this kind of stuff, but for other kinds of offers. It was called ClickBooth. So ClickBooth grew to be a very successful business, I think in the early 2000s and 2010 and 2015. he basically left and he sold that company for about maybe 12 million or something like that. And then he also then started another business in the digital marketing, but so more so for streaming. He powered the streaming services like Netflix and Amazon Video. He helped
Oh,
connect the infrastructure. He built that company,
oh,
sold it for close to $100 million. So he would be a great connection, I think, for us as far as
oh, wow,
investment
wow.
opportunities. He's got a
Sure,
single family
sure.
office and he's got a lot of net worth, his friends and stuff like that, and clients. But he's
Hmm.
been like an advisor for me. He's not on this page. He's very private, so he's not like he doesn't want to be. But
Sure,
I just didn't do it because I didn't want to share his whole thing. But
sure,
he is the
sure.
inspiration though for the affiliate model, where we can take this somewhat untapped Vinny opportunity with people that can be affiliates for private money and basically create this army of hundreds of thousands of people potentially that can all refer business and bring that channel through one pipe.
Hmm.
And then that pipe can be given to one or two or handfuls of institutional capital partners. And they could buy that basically. Like for example, I'm in early discussions. I just sent out a message today with one of the sort of, I would say, families that was involved with the founding of Lending Home, which is Kiavi, which is the largest private lender in the country. And
Oh,
so we would look at somebody like a Kiavi or Anchor Loans or Temple View or these kind of companies to
hmm.
be a potential acquirer in the future if we were able to gather, because it's very disparate. You know, I don't know if you know about private lending in the
Hmm.
sense that there's all kinds of smaller shops. I had a call today with a guy who's
Yeah.
got 30 million
Hmm.
invested in loans, and then there's guys that have 5 million, 3 million, 2 million, and there's like thousands of these little guys. And so what we want to do is
Yeah.
help those smaller shops become one of the big shops. Ideally, is like my vision,
Yeah.
right? To gather all this pipe of loan requests and pipe it over to
Hmm.
a guy that's doing maybe 50 million, 100 million a year and get them up to like a billion a year of originations if they have capacity. That's the goal. And then, like I
Yeah.
mentioned, we have the education, the mastermind. That's just a feeder mechanism, and we effectively get paid from our clients to help them understand how to operate businesses, but also how to borrow capital and refer a business. So all that
Hmm.
said, there's a bunch more stuff. I'm not going to take up your whole day just talking about this, but you can see
Sure.
some more detail. And I have a data room and everything like that. So this is something that, by all means, if you have interest or you have investor friends that
So
you'd
in
like
the
to share this.
backside, so what
Yeah.
you're saying, did you have a deck on this also to raise 5
Yeah, we have a
million?
pitch deck that's being finalized. I wish I could share that over to
Okay.
you. That's why I said this, even the
No
page has just been
problem.
done like the past week, but I will be
No
happy to share with you.
problem.
I have
No
more of a
problem. Yeah.
text-based data room right now that's got the numbers and
Sure.
economics that I can share. I'm happy to give that over to you to take a look at. And then the pitch deck will be ready probably
Yeah.
next week. Yeah.
No problem. Yeah, as much as you could share, and we can meet again. Next week,
Excellent.
I go to Cabo to attend a wedding. My partner
Okay.
in the hotel business, he's getting
Yeah.
married in Cabo, so
Excellent.
my wife and I are going there. But no, we can definitely. So essentially, what you're doing is the PropTech and FinTech, which is fabulous. I was just something always comes to my mind is to
Yeah.
do the deep dive as to what other platforms are there, what are their challenges. I always try
Right.
to see what's their path has been and what they are doing or not doing, which
Correct.
you
Yep.
want to do, right, in this
Yeah.
company.
So if
So
I can
have
show you
you,
one more quick thing, I'll show you the
please,
solve that
please
we
do.
have. Yeah. Thank
I
you.
was, yeah, yeah.
Perfect. Let me see if I can go to
No,
this
they'll
here.
be fabulous.
Share my
Uh-huh.
screen one more time.
Because I've been in it 20, 45 years in real estate, but then in the multifamily hotels, senior living, last 20, 22 years, mobile home parks. I
Let me
saw a
fix
lot of
this.
mobile home parks, by the way. Your write-ups also on mobile home parks.
Oh
I
yeah.
clicked on some of them.
Oh really? The
No?
mobile home parks. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm trying to think of where they had that listed. So I've got capital partners that will fund mobile home parks as far as lenders and
Oh,
potential investors. I'm not sure.
one of my student, Dylan Marma, you can just write his name down.
Dylan Marva.
Dylan
Yeah.
came into my university. I taught him 8 years back, and he's
Uh-huh.
done very well in mobile home parks. Very
Excellent.
well.
Okay.
Right
Yeah.
from Tampa. He's very close to
Wow.
you. You
Right
can
in
even
the
meet him.
backyard, basically. 30.
Sarasota, Tampa.
Yeah, I'm in
Right
Sarasota.
there.
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm happy
And
to
I'm buying
connect
a
and
hotel in your backyard, so I might be
that's all
coming
I
to
saw Punta Gorda,
also
right? Is that right?
Tampa.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's excellent. Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
happy to
Yeah.
stuff. And I would say just to give you a quick blip, this is in the middle
Sure. Please. Uh-huh.
is basically the average compensation. Just the math, the way this works out. Are you able to hear the audio on this or no?
Okay, I do. I just see your like the downloads screen.
Oh, this
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
I'm all
I turned it
yours.
wrong.
My next meeting is not
Gotta
until
fix.
12. Just a second. Let me check. So
Yeah, definitely
I
check it.
allocated a lot of time for you. You bet, brother.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Hmm.
So I could play
Sure.
this part here, which will just give
Okay.
you that. And then I do a demo in the last half of this so I can share the screen wider like this.
Got it. Got
So
it.
given
Got
the
it.
valuations of
And
similar
the
platforms,
sound,
we see a clear path
right?
to a sound
Oh, is there a
warning,
sound also?
more
No, there's,
outcome is it as far playing? as an exit at the end of this journey for the next few years that we expect to take on. Is it playing the
yeah,
sound
I
for you,
can
Vinny?
hear it. I can hear. Yeah.
I'm going to
Uh-huh.
go to partner up with us on. With that said, let me show you the demo of kind of the working prototype. So this way you can see, here's a quick blip before we do that, just to show you some of the numbers. One of our campaigns that we can spend about 20 bucks a lead generates $500,000 of loan volume per closed transaction. We close about 20%, roughly 1 to 5 of those because they're very specific, very nailed down. And 1% of the funded amount is basically the average compensation. Just the math, the way this works out on this kind of a transaction from this particular channel, you can see the numbers. So let me go ahead and show you a quick demo. Let's say that I am looking to get a quote. I'm sorry, before I continue, this is the MVP. This is built on top of ChatGPT. This is the custom GPT that's got a knowledge base with guidelines. So you're
Oh,
like, that looks like
got you.
ChatGPT. It's not yet
Oh,
built onto its own standalone. So the vision is once we
got
raise
it.
some more capital to take that and have it be a mechanism
Out
to plug in
into
using the
your own
API.
platform. Yeah,
Correct. Yeah.
AWS. Okay, okay, no problem. Sure. But the LLMs are the, what you already have built in. Yeah,
So behind the scenes, like it says like loan scenario.ai. So we built a custom GPT that has real lender guidelines. It's got about 1,000
I
pages of
see.
content behind it. And it doesn't use like web
Yeah.
search or code, anything like that with the answer. It doesn't really use the LLM feature set, if that makes any sense. It doesn't
Ah,
take
okay.
the whole world's
Okay.
database. It really references the individual knowledge base. Probably how you did like your clone, where you put in your stuff and then
Yeah.
it takes,
Yes,
this is
yes,
Vinny.
yes.
This is pretty much the same idea, but it's just not able to talk. It's just not, you're not
I
getting it.
love
It's like,
it.
that's pretty cool.
Wow, wow.
So we could
Well,
take
wait a
that, and then
minute.
I want to give you
Oh,
credit, man.
oh,
You got me connected. We might be able to use that technology you shared with me, where we can make it like an
please.
agent talking. That'd be
And
pretty
you know
sweet.
what? The founder of that is Indian, and he lives
Wow,
only 15
that,
minutes away from me. 15 minutes
that's
away.
awesome.
And we are
Wow,
meeting, we are talking. I'm doing some promotions. He just went on
that's so
Instagram
cool.
yesterday. We just picked up 600 clients in just last
I mean,
week.
I'm gonna sign up for sure. It's no brainer. Like the pricing on it was like, that's crazy. Yeah.
Mind
So
blowing. Yeah.
very cool. So I'll let this play for
Sure.
about a couple minutes, and then you'll see kind of
Okay.
how some the
No
idea.
problem.
For a DSCR loan. So our clients and users would pretty much know what that means. A DSCR loan stands for debt service coverage ratio loan for rental property. You can see the AI is asking some more details. This is powered by real guidelines from lenders that we partner with on the back end. And so we are a pass through, sort of a toll booth of sorts, generating the traffic, collecting information, analyzing that information, then culling through and bringing it to the right parties that will fund, which very well would be somebody in your sphere or even your group of itself may be interested in this. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and show you. We click the example here. It's asking me for purchase price. So I can actually dictate to this and I can say all the answers it's looking for. So let's do, for example, yes, I'm looking to buy a $300,000 property in Sarasota, Florida, and it will rent out for probably about $3,000 per month. FICO is about 750. And let me know what other details you might need to help me out here. And so I click complete. That's going to transcribe the audio into text, even if it's not perfect, which you could see. FICO is 750,000, assume it's 750. That's funny. I just need one more. Will the buyer be an LLC or other business entity? So I'm going to say LLC and see what it tells us here. So gives us some details. Florida is fully eligible, up to 85% on purchases. Strong DSCR, gives me a bunch of details. Asks me to apply. So if I click on apply, it's going to actually take me right over to the application. We're working on the integration directly to take that data and really push it right over. But for right now, this is the quick app. And then this will create a event, a workflow to then trigger a conversation with multiple potential investors that will fund the loan. And we have those parties already outlined. Nonetheless, it's going to create that workflow. With that said, there's a lot more I could show you here, but I don't have enough time to do that. So if you're interested in more details or want to do a personal demonstration of this technology or anything that we talked about here, again, you can just reach out, and I'm going to go ahead and share just to close this out here. This is probably the most relevant. Like I said, this FAQ doc. So this is about 10 pages of frequently asked questions. I really want to thank you for taking the time to watch this, to listen to this, to understand what we're working on, how exciting it is, and how you might be able to be a part of it. And if what I've shared resonates, I can send you a private link to review all these files, right, our data room. after this to review in more detail. And then once you have a chance to look at all that, we can go ahead and set up a call or a Zoom and walk through your questions and explore whether or not partnering with us is the right fit. So I would really appreciate, though, your feedback either way. It really does help us refine what we're building and what our vision is. Also, if there's anyone in your network who might want to partner with us in some way, whether it's through capital or other strategic collaboration, any sort of introduction would be really meaningful for us. We appreciate that. And obviously for us, like connection and collaboration have literally fueled our growth since we started in 2014. We really do thank you in advance for that connection. And looking forward to hearing back and talking real soon. Let me know if you'd like to set up a call, and I'll talk to you then. Thanks so much. Have a great day, and God bless.
Dear friends, this is Vinney Chopra. You might have followed me over social media. I've authored all these books. Apartment syndication made easy. It started with $7 up to $1 billion in apartment and how to raise money, everything. This is Spanish edition also is out there on Amazon now. Then my second book, which was Positivity Brings Profitability, again a big seller, international seller on Amazon, by the way. And then we have the third one, which is Senior Living Investing Made Easy, as I turned 65 and so on. So that was the other one. Then my fourth book right here, Hospitality, just the world premiere is coming up April 23rd, but it's on Amazon right now also that you can get it. It took me 2 years to write it, and it's so exciting to put all these 5 books out there for my team, for my investors, the people I teach, and so forth like that, so that they can get the maximum out of all these books as they're learning the business of investing in commercial real estate and all the things. And thank you so much for following and all those things. God bless you. If you need to get this for free, just go to chopra.com/free benefits and you can get them for free. Thank you. Hey, that is good. So I have a few questions in mind.
Sure.
You definitely are joining 2 people together. So what's the legal contract or agreement that they have to make with you? Because they could slide by, right? They got together.
Sure.
And they say,
so we have a master referral agreement right now with a couple of institutional capital partners, which we would just refine that even further as the volume increases, where we're paid by the lender on the backside. So we're not built into the pricing on the front end. So we're not looking for the broker to build us into the pricing. It's basically free service for the broker or the referral partner.
I see.
Because we're channeling that business, and the vision is to aggregate. So like loan aggregation, I'm not sure you heard that term before, but there's groups that will literally just do that. They'll aggregate loans and then they'll sell them to secondary note buyers on the secondary market, the institutional buyers.
Sure.
We're not looking to compete with those guys. What we're looking to do is channel the top of the funnel, basically. So the wider net that we cast, and get the referral army, as I say, like the people that can all be referral partners, to number one, understand the income opportunity, because you probably know this too, Vinney, you're experienced. I think it's 71% of real estate agents, for example, of the 2.2 million or whatever licensed, 71% close 1 or less deals, and no deals basically.
So true.
And
so true.
86% is like less than 4, so they can't make a full-time income, yet they got licenses, they got CE credits, they got all this. So my vision is to have those folks be empowered to start using this technology to basically channel income for them, show them, train them, support them, get paid by them to do that. Monthly recurring. We have implementation services. We can build out their systems, their tech. That's my background. My team's done that. And then essentially we're getting paid by the referral partner for services, not for the loans. And then they get paid on the loans and we get paid by the lender for the loans. You see what I'm saying? So I'm building the demand for the loans and helping those guys that are referral partners to channel that demand back to us. And then we have the supply of capital, which we get paid on when it closes. So that's the current model.
Got it. And I did see title company also. That was the other thing I was thinking.
True.
If the transaction can be there and they are in your pocket or affiliate of
yours.
That's
more cash flow for us. Exactly.
Exactly. And then you'll be able to have that. I don't think I have a meeting at 11:30. No, I don't
double check.
But okay. No. So what I was going to ask you was, so you are in Florida, but then you are raising money right now so you are intermediary as a GP partner to raise money with the Charleston deal? Something you mentioned
the Charleston
about
deal, I came on the GP team essentially for that deal and to help raise capital for that one. Correct. Yep. And I have a team.
It's a development. It's
Say
a
it again.
development project or something. I
Oh,
heard something
that one's a
yesterday.
multifamily value add. It's a 312 unit multifamily value
Okay.
add deal. Yep. So it's already
Okay.
it's like
Okay.
90+% occupied, but financial occupancy is probably like 80 to 85%, I would say, something like that. It's working on
Mm-hmm.
improving that. There's a aging accounts receivables, which that's part of the plan is to better manage that asset and increase rents and all the typical stuff, value add. About half the units have been renovated, the other half are still needing to be renovated, and elements of just light reno. One of the general partners is a very experienced general contractor in Charleston. He's got
Hmm.
other assets as well. His name's Derek Hogarty. So I don't know if you've heard that name or not before, but he's on the
Derek
project. Derek
Haggerty.
Hogarty.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know somebody by O'Neill. He's a very
O'Neill.
top realtor.
I haven't come across an O'Neill yet. So our
On
team is pretty much I'll give you the lay of the land. So we have Charlie Peters, who's one of the KPs on the project. He's pretty well known. I
uh-huh.
think he's got some multifamily resources as well, but maybe you haven't crossed paths. Charlie Peters, and then there's a guy named Frank Padalano, who's also I think a KP and a GP.
I see.
And then you've got Ted Boyle, who's been in institutional capital. He had a family office up in New York that he worked for a while, helping them do the same kind of thing, and he's now on his own. He's in Charleston. He's the asset manager. He's the plan for the asset management side of things.
I
And then
see.
as far
I
as
see.
Derek, he's more like the CapEx manager, effectively, or renovation, what we're going to
I
call it,
see.
construction manager. And then my responsibility is more or less just introductory for capital partners and also strategic
I see.
advisory wherever I can help on the project. And then I've also been to Charleston. I intend on going up there. We want to get another house probably up in Charleston as well, because
It's a
the one
beautiful
capital
place,
part,
right?
it's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
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 But as far as we have one capital partner on the lending side is based in that same market too. So I've worked with them extensively. They are like our preferred funding partner for the loans. And so my vision would be why I chose Charleston as a project to get involved with was also because of the proximity that these guys have. And I actually introduced the CEO of that company, who's a lending firm, to the team on the
Oh.
syndication side as far as the deal. Basically,
So
but
how
I'm
big a
open to feedback.
loan are they giving the lender, the one?
So that particular company that does the loans, they're doing mostly 1 to 4 unit, but they're doing commercial debt. So
Oh,
it's
I
basically
see.
for fix and flip, ground up construction, that kind of thing. The
See.
partners in that group though have significant experience. So like the one guy's name is Whit. He was a co-founder of Civic Financial when it was before what it is today. They were purchased by another company. Actually, he was one of three partners that was basically I think they're the only, if I'm not mistaken, the only lending group that was ever purchased by a bank in this kind of lending.
Oh,
They were purchased by
wow.
PacWest
Wow.
Bank. But unfortunately, you
Huh.
probably might know about SVB Bank when they went out. I don't know if you ever heard of
I
Silicon Valley
see.
Bank when your friend who's in
Oh, yeah,
technology,
in my backyard, brother.
it's like in your
Oh my
backyard. So yeah,
gosh.
so SVB
45
got
minutes away. Yeah.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
so they were based in that general geographic in California, but unfortunately, SVB Bank was the credit provider for their loan that they were making. So when they got wiped
Oh.
out, it caused the company to go belly up. But basically, the
Oh.
business to that point, they were originating like almost $1 billion a year in loans. I think they were hundreds of millions a month, basically. So it was pretty significant. And so what happened was the three partners of Civic spun off and did their own thing. So there's CV3, Civic, and then Consistent. Consistent is where Wit is. That's the guy I worked with for a while, and he's in
I
Charleston.
see.
So Civic, I think, was bought by, I'm not sure if it was Rock Capital or one of those guys. And then CV3, I think, is on its own. But there's like a whole nother world, Vinny. You probably know there's like this whole private lending, like institutional backed private lending, business purpose stuff. That's what we're trying to tackle is like, how do we work with these guys? Like you, I think you're very collaborative and community oriented, right? That's me
Yes.
too. So
Yeah.
I'm saying to myself, instead of me trying to compete for all these deals individually, let me get these people together. Let me channel that business and then see if I can bring it over to a handful of groups that are really set up for
Mm-hmm.
that, like that can handle the volumes. To answer your question, I think
Awesome.
that group in Charleston,
Huh.
they do probably a couple $100 million a year in lending is basically what they're doing
Oh,
right
they
now.
do. Okay. Couple
Yeah.
of 100 million a
Yeah.
year. And they
Yeah.
usually do one, two, three units you mentioned,
So one to
but
four
maybe
residential assets for
one,
like
two.
fix and flip, DSCR. They're working on a up to 50 unit product with their capital
I
partner because
see.
they have a capital partner that buys all the paper. So basically that they're
I see.
originating the loan and trading it to a capital partner that's going to keep the paper
Got
and
it.
service the loan. Yep.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. 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 No, my deal, the one I was mentioning to you early part of the
Yes, please.
conversation, it's a construction deal. We are ready. We
Okay.
get permits, everything. It's a $14 million loan, actually. And we
So I
have
have a
put
different group that will look
7.5
at that
million.
for sure.
Huh?
I have definitely a different group. Is it a development project? It's a new construction for
It's a
what, a hotel
development.
or
It's a
okay.
senior assisted living. Actually, I don't
If
know
you
if
want to
you
share
have
what you
a,
have too, if you have time,
yeah,
if you want, we can
right
put it on
there.
the
If
screen
I
too.
may share the screen. So
Please.
actually, I've been building it. I built one structure already. I'm going to show you right there. You're seeing
Okay.
my screen, right? Yeah,
Yes, it's loading up
right.
now. That's right.
Okay, it's loading up. Okay, right there. And so essentially, I've been building these. Let me go to Punta Gorda. Do I see right there? I think I just saw my Punta Gorda right there. So I
Yeah.
built these, and my partner and I built almost 50, 40 plus of these.
Okay.
So I'll just give you sound out. So
Yes.
that has been our very big strength. And we built one right next to where I'm building, right there in Florida. This is right in your backyard.
Excellent. Vinny,
Yeah,
just so
yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah,
too, I
yeah.
have until about 3 o'clock
of
my
Punta
time and I
Gorda
have a
features
call at
the
three
only
o'clock,
Okay.
but I'm happy to
86,000
talk
square
more,
foot
just so you know.
one-story
No
facility in the
problem.
area.
No problem. So this is what we are
Hampton
building
Manor
right
of
there.
Punta Gorda
So we
are
built
ready to
it
get the
and I
support
sold
they
it,
need while
but
remaining
this is
as
how it
independent as
looks.
possible. We extend our
Okay.
highest level of service.
Beautiful.
Same
value,
thing
and
we are
quality.
building in Palm
Everything
Bay.
you were looking for
Palm
in an
Bay.
assisted living
So that's where I'm
community.
looking for the loan, by the way.
Okay.
Palm Bay, right there on the other side of the coast, near
All
Melbourne,
award-winning
right?
meals are
Near
created
So
Melbourne.
14 mil
restaurant style
for
at our
vertical
14 mil,
construction,
yeah,
horizontal,
yeah.
any development, like land
Our
development
It's
type
a
stylish
stuff?
salon will
vertical.
have you
It's
looking
vertical.
for
We have
Vertical.
already done
in
the
All the
horizontal is all
development and
done.
horizontal.
All
Okay.
foundation, everything,
Our
permits,
luxurious
everything.
spot allows
We're
you
just
a
going
tranquil place
north.
to
That's
unwind in
it.
the
Okay.
stress.
And we put 7
And then,
million of our already. We put 7
7
million
mil already invested?
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Our
And
beautiful
already
elegant
done,
private
everything
dining
done.
room.
It's
What do you think you
just
need,
going
like
up.
12 to 18 months, or what's like the term of the loan you would need?
Oh,
Three
at the
gorgeous
most 12
garden
months.
courtyards residents
12
12
to
months
18 will be
Putt-putt
great.
golf.
12 to 18 will be
12 to
amazing.
18.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Surely.
And then do you plan on paying it
So,
off through a sale or a
Residents
refinance?
can also enjoy
yeah,
a
we're going to
beautiful
sell
private
it.
swimming
Yeah,
pool.
we'll sell it. And it's
Okay.
going to be worth, I'll just stop it right there. Let's see
Yeah,
here.
that looks
But
awesome.
it's
Beautiful.
construction, everything, everybody who has worked with me and so forth, we have had tremendous luck. And my partner developer, he's been doing it for the last 12 years, 12 or 14 years,
Okay.
and done 40 of these, 40.
40
Yeah,
of these, yeah? Okay. So 40 of
yeah,
these,
yeah, yeah.
40 completed
And
in
he
12 in the past
manages,
12
I
years?
think he told in 12 years, yeah.
Okay.
And he's got, I think, over almost 15. He manages also. He built, he manages. But this
Okay.
one, I brought
15
my
managed.
investors in. Yeah, he's managing right now. And he
Okay.
just opened up very near to Palm Bay. Palm Bay is where we want. And
Okay.
he did it in Merritt Island. So Merritt Island is half
Yeah,
an
right
hour
near
away.
Island.
Yeah, Merritt
Okay.
Island.
Palm Bay
So
is just
that's
south of
it.
Tampa, right? Or no? Is that the right place? I'm trying to think. Palm Bay is
Oh,
by
no, no,
Tampa
no, no,
then?
no,
It's the other
no.
side.
Actually, on the other side, Melbourne,
That's
after
right.
Orlando,
Okay. I'm
you
thinking
go
of Palm
further.
Harbor, I think. Palm
Palm
Harbor is by
Harbor.
Tampa.
Yeah,
Palm Bay is the other
yeah.
one. Okay.
Palm Bay on that side. Yeah. So can you think of anybody like a institution or,
I
you
do have a
know,
couple of contacts for sure. Yeah, I'm happy to make those connections for you, just depending
okay.
on what your terms you're looking for. So what roughly would you be seeking as interest only for the full term, probably, I'm imagining?
Yeah, see, it has to be folded into the loan, interest
Like
only,
interest
right?
reserves. It's a no debt service.
Interest reserves, closing cost, because we have put so much money in it, 7
You own the
million
land and you
into
have
it.
the money invested.
Everything.
So,
There is no lien or no debt, nothing.
okay. And you
Yeah.
think the land is worth about 7 mil, or what number would you say the land
Oh
value?
no, it's the construction we have done is worth 7
Yeah.
million. Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
permitting, everything, all that. We have done all horizontal. We have done the reservoir. Everything is done. We are just going
What,
vertical now. That's it. Like putting the walls. So everything
right.
is done. Yeah.
So we got three numbers I like to work with. So we got the cost of construction, which is the 14 mil, right? That's what that 14 million is. And that's my construction.
Yeah.
And then I got finished value, which we haven't chatted about just yet. So what is the finished value, would you say, as built
I would
value when
say
it's all
that
said and
it's
done?
going to be, see, 14 plus. I do have a So
21. So yeah,
what
give me
would
the
you
number.
show? Yeah, 21, 24, and it'll be
Okay.
worth 30 million. I
30
mean,
mil when
by
it's done.
putting just few. Yeah. No,
Okay.
actually, if it's fully stabilized, it's 37 million.
Okay.
It's mind-blowing because the rent is 5,000 per month.
Okay. But you guys are
5,000
going to
to
sell it or
7,500.
refinance it, you think, before it's fully stabilized, like when it's built, when it's done being built, you think
We could
without the
do it
income,
either
like take
way.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could refinance it and pay off the loan, permanent debt, we could do it, or we could sell it. Either way.
Right. But figure, let's hypothetically say like you and me, we talk a year from now, we'll say the loan is closed, you finished the work. As of that moment, like a year from now, roughly, it should be at least 30 million, you think, of the value, just not even being filled up. You think just the actual value of the construction, like when it's done?
No, that will
No.
be lower. That will be
Okay.
lower. So it's like 14 plus 7, that's 21. So I think once it's built will be about 28 million, 27,
28,
28 million.
27,
And
28.
then when
Okay.
we put people into, usually what we do is we start advertising
Yeah,
when we are
before it's
about
done, right?
80%. That's right.
Yeah.
In Punta Gorda, I had 45 seniors move
Wow.
into Punta Gorda. The very first month I opened the doors.
Wow. Impressive. Yeah.
Very first month. Very
That's a
first
big deal
month.
because that's just you don't have a gap of time for the ramp up because you're just getting people like on a wait list basically, right? Before it's coming to
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, very smart. Okay.
Exactly.
So
If
that's
you,
fine. Oh, no, I was gonna say that sounds great. Your economics seem pretty so you're pretty much looking for like 50% LTV. That's what it was for the as built value
are
because you're talking
almost
about
there.
yeah,
Yeah,
14 to
exactly.
28 roughly. Um
Yeah.
That should not be difficult. I'll make a phone call. I have a call right after you at 3 o'clock, but I can try to
Okay.
make a couple calls this afternoon for you if you're looking to
Okay,
make a
then
connection.
please text me back. If there
Yeah.
is some biting, then
Oh
I
yeah.
can meet with you and so
Yeah.
forth.
I have a
Take
group
care
just
of
to be a
you.
little more transparent. I have a group that's out of Southwest Florida. So they're like they're down in like the Naples area that they do all kinds of commercial assets as far as lending and investing. So I think that would be a great connection for you regardless.
Oh,
And
wow.
they're very aggressive as far as their lending side, but also they'll look at equity investments as well. So for what you have going on, there could be synergy on both the debt or the
Oh,
equity
we
side
could
of things.
bring
You
them
know,
as equity partner in it too.
you're open to
Oh,
equity as
yeah.
well. Okay, so you're open
Oh,
to equity
yeah.
participation.
Totally,
Okay.
totally. Because that way they'll make very pretty penny with me. Oh my gosh.
Well,
You
that's a great
know,
way to start the relationship, right? Is to have them make a lot of, and then you like lock them in for a long time,
totally.
got willing to work with you long term. That's great. A lot of wisdom in
Exactly.
that right there. Yeah.
Totally,
Okay.
totally. Because, and then, I mean, if they are really aggressive and everything, they would love because senior living, it's a silver tsunami going on in our
Yes.
country. 10,000 baby boomers turning 65. And
Yeah.
we have full studies of how much need is there. The location
Yeah.
is amazing. And the
Sure.
city wants us to build yesterday, literally.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
That's
I'm,
what they
I'm
are
with you.
looking. Yeah. Yeah.
And and if, just to go through to rattle off in my head, Vinny, the things that are going to likely come up as questions, which would be just standard stuff like your experience is solid and tremendous. You have a development partner who's
Totally.
also very experienced. You've got
Yes,
cash
yes.
invested in the deal already. There's no liens on the
7
property, right?
million, 7
So
even
it's not
more.
like
And we have
there's,
full
yeah.
accountability. We have full
So like
accountability.
just to cut through all, because I want to make sure I help you here. So is there anything that you
Yeah.
think would be a challenge? What has been the challenge as far as is there an issue like to get ahead of that in the sense of, hey, this is all good, but there's just one thing. Is there a one thing? Like there's an issue of any kind
No,
that,
if
okay.
the
All right.
loan terms are accepted by me and my
Right.
partner, we are
Yeah.
ready to roll.
It's simple. Okay. It's super
Ready to
straightforward.
roll. Ready to roll.
And you
And
guys
love
have
to have
title
you
already, so
make
you own the
even
land. So it's really just
commission.
it's just like a
You can make
refinance with a
commission
construction
also.
loan.
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Huh?
I was
No,
gonna
I
say it's
said
just you
you
already own the land, so it's just more or less the loan is gonna be like
everything.
a
Oh,
credit line. So you're just gonna is that okay to
totally.
structure it in a draw basis, or do you guys need advance? Like that's another question that would come up. Do you want to have funds to start the project? I would assume that would be ideal to have the funds to start off.
Some project, and then as we progress, they could fund
It's in
us.
draws typically. That's how construction would
Totally.
work. Yeah.
Totally.
And
And we'll build it up like
then as
this.
far
It's
as
just
do you
mind
have?
blowing.
And I'm not holding you to the.
Go ahead, please. What'd you say? Oh, we got cut off. 1 second. I think we froze. I think you froze or I froze. What happened here? Is your side or my side? I
Sorry,
can't
I just
hear
heard you say,
you.
is it your side? I think I cut out for a second. I'm sorry. I don't know what's
Yeah,
going
we
on there.
did. We did. I
I
was
didn't
going to
hear what you said.
say, can I send you the link to the movie
Yes.
that I
Yeah.
showed you? Because
Please.
that's
Yeah.
exactly replica we are building there.
Okay.
And we
Please
have
send that
built
to me.
like
That's a good
that
visual.
40 of those. Yeah, we
Okay.
have built 40 of those. No, this will be amazing, brother. If we can do something,
Yeah,
oh,
I'd love
I
to
would
help you
love
out. That'd be
to.
a great way to start off a
Yeah,
relationship working
Punta
together.
Goda, totally.
What
Punta
what I was
Goda,
asking, which I
right?
think it cut out, Vinny, was just any idea that anything you can share as far as the rate tolerance of the group, as far as what your ideal target rate is. It sub 10% or 9%, 8%? Bank financing is going to be less
If
than
you
that.
could get me even 9, 10, 11, even, really,
Yeah, 9 to
I'm willing
11%.
to. Yeah,
Interest
yeah.
only. Okay.
Yeah, interest only. Yeah, with the reserves
You
and
guys have
everything.
a takeout partner on the back side of this as far as permanent financing? You probably have groups that you've worked with and stuff, or do you have that already underwritten at all?
Usually we are able to shop it at that time,
Yeah,
and a lot of time our lenders give us the full
right. Like
financing for five
CMBS or
years.
agency loan or something like that, or what, I don't know what
I
kind of
have not
like.
followed with them yet.
Okay,
CMBS,
okay,
once it's built, then you get into that.
right.
But
Yeah,
I know the previous one, the Punta Goda one in your backyard, they
yeah,
had a construction loan and then they had a 5 year turn
okay,
into, but then I
yeah,
sold it. I said,
okay,
let's just sell
yeah,
it. And that way my investors
okay.
got their money back and everything.
Yes, exactly.
We could even cash out the investors some if this group wants, and I can give
Yeah.
them the equity into the
Well,
deal.
okay.
Oh my
All right.
gosh, then it'll be big
So like,
upswing for them. It's not it's
so you're
making
saying pay like the
9%.
debt service while they're being built and then convert that into equity later, maybe, essentially?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that's an idea. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, no, we can. I'm just trying to look. Maybe you and I have talked on the text or no? Let's see here.
I don't know if
Uh,
we've texted yet, but you can take my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp we're on, I know. I don't know if
what's
you
the
use the same
phone
phone number.
number? Oh, it's
Yeah,
better. WhatsApp is better for you? Yeah, yeah,
whatever
yeah.
you
Let me
prefer.
go.
But I like WhatsApp. You know why? Because WhatsApp is typically once I'm already in touch with doing business with people, and plus you start sharing
I
documents.
agree. I
Documents
agree,
like it's
brother.
easier to share PDFs, links, stuff like that. The text
Yes,
sometimes it's
yes,
like I meet
yes.
somebody at a networking event and they want to text me and things. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a way to organize the focus.
Totally.
Yeah.
This is Punta Goda. I just put it. Look in your phone. Did you get
Okay.
it? I want to make sure
Let me check.
before I leave you. And the
Yeah.
other
Yes,
one,
I did.
which we built right next door to this one, we built also Cape Coral, Cape Coral too.
Yeah. Cape
And
Coral. Okay.
they're also very, very well. Cape Coral assisted living photographs movie. Where is the movie? A detailed movie. There it is. If you could show that to your
Yeah.
partners. Yeah.
Sure. I'm happy to
The
do that. Yeah. And then I
entrance.
think I have your email address, but just in case, what's the best email?
Yeah, Vinney at Monil IG. I'll put it
Oh, it's for
right
the same
now.
for the meeting
I'll put
invite,
it
right?
right away. Yeah, shorter version is this one. We made these really cool movies just to make sure our investors can see, because not too many people fly to go there. So we just made it. There we go. That's my Cape Coral one right there. And this is my email address right there. And just free benefits, I wanted to also share this with you right there. So all my 3 books right in your WhatsApp, you click on
Okay.
it, you and anybody, you could pass it to anybody.
That's
Digital
awesome.
copies, my Audible copies are there, and my shows and everything, Doug.
That's
No, it's
awesome.
such a pleasure. We should definitely
Likewise.
continue and
Yes.
see if we can do something together. And
I would
my
love that.
hotels, I'll be buying 7 hotels this year. 7.
Okay.
Actually,
7.
this is my second one, which I'm closing in right there, Tampa area,
Yeah.
next month or March. March for sure. I bought the
Yeah.
one I sent to you in Legacy West in Dallas, and I'm looking for more hotels in Florida, by the way.
Don't have any connections for hotels. Do you have
Big
a
time
criteria or a
hotels.
mandate of what do you look for with a hotel, like number of units, number
Not at all.
of keys? What's your,
No,
how do you
nothing at
generally?
all. Nothing
Okay.
at all. What it is that a lot of people have asked me, to be truthful, I'm not the right person. My partners have been in hotels since they were
Yeah.
13 years of age and 17
Okay.
years of age. And they are 40 and
Wow.
55 now. So they know the
Okay.
whole spectrum. Oh my gosh, it's
Right.
mind blowing.
That's
So
awesome.
I'm buying
That's
hotels
amazing.
at pennies, at pennies.
Oh, wow. Do
Literally,
you ever buy from
literally.
auction? Like I know a friend of mine that bought like on 10x.com, like from the auctions and
Hold
stuff.
on, I bought it too.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if you have a moment or not.
I
Hilton
have
Garden
like
Inn.
10 minutes. Yeah. I
I,
got 10 minutes. So we're
I
good. Yeah.
bought Hilton Garden Inn This is amazing
Okay.
what you just said.
Yeah.
From
I
10x,
mean, I have friends
from
in New Jersey that invest in hotels. That's why I'm asking too. Like
BlackRock Group. I bought it from BlackRock Group with my
okay.
partner for $6 million. This was the hotel. I'll show you right now. It's
Yeah.
called, is it a smaller one there? You can see
Yeah,
it,
it's a little
right?
smaller
Yeah,
now.
you
Now
can
it's got
see it.
bigger now.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. Now it's bigger. I bought Hilton Garden Inn. Hilton, oh my gosh. Hilton Garden in McAllen, Texas.
Okay.
McAllen,
I see that there, right? Yeah.
McAllen, McAllen, Texas, for $6 million at the auction. Sold it for 12 million.
Wow.
12 million, brother.
Did you have to
Yes.
do? We didn't have to do too much, or I'm assuming that
Nothing,
nothing.
no pip,
Oh
no
my
pip.
goodness, that's awesome.
Isn't it great? And now I own the other one. So this is the one we sold, right? In the same town, we bought Wyndham
Okay.
Garden. Yeah, we bought Casa. From the
Who,
5 million
Vinny, if you don't
profit
mind me
we
asking while
made,
you're talking through, who is the buyer? Are these buyers like REITs that own these long term? Who keeps the hotels? Who are the people that keep them long term? Or is it just people that have
you
funds, you
know,
think?
these are the people who have funds or even syndication groups. Mine
Really?
are fund. I have a $50 million fund going on. So I'm
Okay.
buying all these. My investors going to make
Yeah.
22% IRR. I'm
Excellent.
going to make millions, but they're
That's
going to
awesome.
make also 22% IRR, brother.
Wow.
And I'm making good money. And my split is 50-50 at the back end. 50-50.
Oh,
Because the deals are so good.
yeah.
Deals are
The appreciation
amazing. Casa, I own this
you're
one
saying, right?
now.
You get 50% of the fund.
Casa de
Yeah.
Palmas, I own this one. Look at this here. This is the one.
Okay.
And we bought this nostalgic hotel in the same town. In the same town. And
Wow.
we own it. This is from the profit. Zero money from us. 5
Hmm.
million profit, 5,333 out of 6 million profit. We 1031 didn't pay taxes and bought this one. It's 100%
Wait,
occupied.
you
Beautiful.
said 1021 or 1031, or is it different? Is it the same?
1031, 1031,
Okay.
1031.
1031, right? Yeah, yeah.
We took the money and then we bought this one from that
Wow.
Hilton Garden Inn, and I made the deal from the bank. They had
Wow.
renovated the whole thing. Hold on. It was in foreclosure. I would love to meet with you because I've got
Yeah,
so
come to
many
Texas, man.
things
You're
up
in
my
California
tree.
though. You're in Cali,
I'm
right?
in California, San Francisco. San Francisco. But
Okay.
the reason I
Yeah.
bought it, I'll tell you why. 165 keys, meeting rooms, banquet halls, fully renovated.
Yeah.
Everything. They put 4 million into it. I paid 13 million 5. Wow. So
Wow.
I bought the whole thing. It's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
And I'll show you one slide, then we'll wrap up. This is
Yeah,
already
sure.
done. I didn't put a penny into it. Not a penny.
Okay.
It was fully done nicely. This is what sold me right there, brother. In
Yeah.
2017, the bank put in $3 million to renovate
Wow.
everything. 19, they put 600,000. Then they put $1 million again. I bought it in
Wow.
22. In 22.
Sweet.
So I've had it about three
You
and a
didn't
half
do too
years.
much at all. It's already been done.
But
It's already been
guess
updated.
what? They were trying to change the chiller system. I told the lady, don't worry about it. I'll pay for
There
it.
you go. You saved them a headache and you
I
got a
said,
crazy deal for 365. That's like a no-brainer.
oh my gosh, 13 million 5. No, 13 million 7.
Oh,
They
wow.
sold me the whole deal.
Yeah. What do you think that's going to be worth, or isn't it worth just to get a range of what
It's
the value
18
is?
million right now.
18.
18
Wow.
million.
That's awesome. Hey, how does it work with I don't mean to keep on asking you questions. Last question. I know with hotels, there's usually like management companies or franchises and stuff like that, right? Is that how you set them up, or how do you
See,
do it?
I'm so glad we work with ARK, the one I'm buying in the Florida hotel, ARKK,
Okay.
ARKK Hospitality. Yeah,
Okay.
and there are a lot of them.
It's
There are
like
lots
fully
of them.
managed, like a hospitality company or something.
Totally
Wow.
hospitality.
That's
They own
awesome.
billions themselves. They own their own hotels. They manage mine also.
That's sweet.
And
Okay.
then we manage them. It's managing
Right.
the managers.
Manage the manager, yeah.
Manage
Okay.
the managers. That's the
Man,
concept. I
so cool.
actually had my own multifamily management company, 158 people in my company. And I was
Really?
the CEO of both acquisition and management. We made 900,000 income in my private company, management company, because I'll sign the contract from syndication company to my management company as
You
CEO
can pay the
of
other
both.
related company because somebody's going to get paid anyways.
Oh yeah, 3%, 3% every month.
That's awesome.
Going there. And
Sweet.
you pay all the payroll from the property, all the different. I had 8,500 units, 8,500 units, 1.3 billion, 1.3 billion.
Wow, Vinney. Wow. I'm excited to work with you, man. This is so cool.
No,
It's
thank
exciting.
you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So happy we got a chance to connect. And I got some homework
Thank you
to do.
so
as
much.
far as
Thank you.
the $14
Get me the
million
loan
deal.
and
Thank
we'll
you.
become great friends.
Yes.
Get me the loan
rock and
from
roll.
your good
Yes.
private
I'm gonna
connectors.
work on that.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm going to get on it today.
Talk
All right,
to you
you'll hear
soon.
back from me shortly. Thank you, Vinney. I'll see you, man.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Dear friends, Vinney Chopra, I hope you're liking the episode in my podcast and also videos that we put out and all the books that I've written and so forth like that. But please remember, it's for educational entertainment purposes only. We don't give any financial advice or legal advice at all. I'm not a CPA or an attorney. But please give us 5-star reviews so that we can get great guests on our shows. I've been doing Abundance Mindset Show 9 a.m. Pacific on Thursdays, Vinney and Bo Show 9 a.m. Fridays, every Friday right there with Vinney and Bo Show, and then podcasts and the video clippings and all that, and writing books and giving my seminars and teaching my mastermind to really excel in this business. And now the hospitality has been really tremendous because I've done some home runs and I've learned so much that I'm in it for a long haul. Talk to you again. Thank you.